Welcome, Legendo. We're back with Tempest Tower, but this time it's a preview or like an early look and access to the game. Last time we played the demo. Now we're going to check out if there's anything slightly different. I did only give it a brief go, so we'll have a little check in. More or less, UI, whatnot, pretty much the same. You've got kind of the overview of your loadout, the different kind of things you can use, which is a nice touch. Now we've got the options to have tutorial, Desert World 1, 2, 3, etc. So there's a bit more to that. You know, you get the opportunity to kind of look through each of these weapons as they are, just to understand what exactly they do, maybe how you could use them. I mean, it doesn't go into too much detail, but it gives you a nice little brief overview. You know, lizard launcher, a bouncy construction that triples your jump, so you can bounce over things. It's quite, to be honest, in the game, for me anyway, it was as soon as you pick something, you try it, you can understand it. And this game really is, I think, largely about replayability. You know, you're going to keep on going back in to try and better each time. So you're going to learn along the way anyway. So kind of going through this is great to have, but not 100% necessary. But it's certainly lovely to see it in the game. And then I think you probably get to pick a few that you want to take in from the get-go and hit confirm. We'll find out in a sec when I go ahead and do that. So pop that one there. We'll go for this one and then maybe that as well. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Let's go. Wave 1. So same kind of thing, but looks of it, you've got the main map. Most of it's clouded out until you kind of unlock them as you progress. We've still got to bash down some of this stuff. Got this dude. This is the guy, if you didn't remember or haven't watched the demo. Usually these spots is where you kind of, there's a bit of a wind. You can kind of see it in the graphics. There's like an aeration in the air or like lines. So they're the areas that you know that you can put down the sort of windmill things to create some power rather than harvest it from somewhere. And once you can do that, then you can put some other weapons down nearby and use whatever kind of power it's got to power the weapons to kill the hordes of enemies that are going to come by and try and take your stuff down. I think that looks the same as the demo. It looks very familiar. Definitely the design. I'll tell you what, this, I don't know if that's new, but I've only just recognized it there. There's like a spinny wheel just then. Touch that. I don't think I remember that from the demo. It might have been there, but yeah, look, see, kind of a cog in the middle of the menu. So you could have just had a basic select and highlight the options, right? But they've gone ahead and let you maybe just like, I don't know, it's a nice little touch. Whatever it is, I like it. Good bit of design there. So put some bits in initially, we'll get a couple of bits going, and then we'll flick that switch to take on, or at least try to take on, a horde of creepers. We'll see how we do. We may do very well. We may do very badly. Who knows? Pop a few of these down. So if you see that green bit, that's kind of the area they cover. Probably most games like this. I don't often play games like this. There's a game on Roblox my son plays. I think it's actually just called Tower Defense. And it has that same kind of an area, so you know what area the weapons cover. I think the only thing is I haven't figured out totally right now where these creepers come from all the time, to understand where the best positions is to put stuff down, because like I'm already overwhelmed pretty much by these lot. Like these guns aren't taking them out anywhere near fast enough. This one's got purple stuff all over it from, I guess they kind of disable them slightly. So I don't know if there's a better way to maybe protect that lower end, but then this top end's getting a bit out of control. It's all a bit crazy, but luckily the tower is fully charged. So when that's charged, you go ahead, switch it off immediately. It means you can kind of get to the next stage. You're going to open up the map like it's just done there, and then we get to choose some extra little special things. So you got speed pad, affects all entities by 33%, speed increased by 3 seconds, a Deadeye blaster, a long range turret that fires slowly, requires energy to function, and the freeze ray, utility turret that slows targets, requires energy to function. So hard to name. Which one we go for? That one, that'll do. So we've got that now. We can, as something else we can put down, flick the switch and get going after we prep the area. If you look on the map there as well, that kind of jumpy thing, I think that's where more the, I can't remember the name of them right now, but if you see the top right corner where you've got your heart and your power orbs and then the little sort of fluttery things, I think you can capture more. I don't think, I know. You can capture more in the map. So whilst I think it's usually whilst the raid is ongoing, you can try and get around and capture them and put them into the tower, essentially. Difficult to do when you're being overwhelmed by creepers and you're trying to make sure that they maybe don't take over the entire place, but Yeah, not. It's kind of cozy, but also very stressful at the same time. I got to be honest with you. But if you like this type of game and you're into kind of tower defenses, as it were, I think this is a nice addition. I don't really know, and I haven't looked, I'll be honest, into what else is out there in this genre. I kind of stumbled on this thinking maybe it could be a cozy game that I could just kind of chill to and do some like sleepy videos for Cozy Fen on YouTube. I don't think it is, because there's quite a lot going on. Whilst the sounds and stuff in general, apart from when the tower blows up where you kind of overcharge it, the general look and sounds are quite cozy, but the type of gameplay is just it doesn't work. I was going to use a fancy word, there's no point, because I can't even say it properly. There we go, we've got some bits set up. I think we'll switch the little switchy thing, pull the lever, Gronk. Wrong lever! And there you go. Get one of these in there. So if there's more in the map, when you look at the map, you can go around, grab them in the map, put them in the tower, helps it. But ultimately, it's tough to do, because trying to make sure that you've got the right defences powered in time to take out some of these creepers, to then be able to just wander around here. Oh, look at the map there. You've got some more dotted about, sort of west and east of the centre. I could probably go west now and get that one, but there's a lot of bugs coming in now. We can see where they're coming from, right? So that's helpful. I've just realised that probably gives us a rough idea of where to expect them from. There we go. Get this little boy into place. Maybe launch one of these at some of these creepers and get rid of them. I like them. It can be difficult to get them on target, I've got to be honest. Like that. Totally missed. Whoops. You can bounce on them like Mario. That's a nice touch. You can shoo them away with your broom there. I'd like to maybe just have a machine gun. That'd be cool. Please. At some point. Maybe there's something later on. I don't know. But it's nice if you can get a bit of a bounce on them. You can take them out that way too. And then these things do regenerate over time. And there are quite a few around the map. This actually, I don't think it is, but this could be quite a good 2 to 3 player game. Online probably. Maybe even couch co-op, but certainly online. If they could make that happen, it could be quite enjoyable friends, to be honest with you. One of you can be trying, both of you in fact, just buzzing around trying to fix stuff. But that's it for now. Only needs to be short. I think it kind of gives you a good idea of what's on there. There's obviously more maps, more waves. And you're going to keep on grinding it for additional skills or weapons to use in the maps. But certainly, I reckon it's worth a check out when it goes live. I don't think it's got a price on it yet. There is a demo. Go check it out. It's on Steam. There'll be a link down below for that. So I'd encourage you, have a little look. See if it's your kind of jam, if you give vibe with it. What's the harm? It's a very small amount of storage space. It'll probably work on quite a lot of PCs and laptops and stuff. I think it's only available on PC, certainly for the moment. I don't know if they've got plans to make it wider. And like I said there, if you've got any gameplay suggestions or feedback, then please, the devs are like more than willing to hear it out and maybe try and make some tweaks. So I'll probably send them a message about, you know, are you thinking about co-op gameplay, that kind of thing. But there it is for now. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you do, like the video. If you've got any ideas, put a comment. Ciao for now.